Congratulations to Elite for taking home the Season 5 affiliation victory and earning that rep boost this season. Earn progress towards your affiliation by participating in and winning events. Who's taking home the rep boost in Season 6? That's up to you. I'll see you out there on the courts.
Welcome to a fresh new episode of NBA 2K TV.
The NBA playoffs are around the corner. The OKC
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, it's almost time for action here at OKC, and as the Thunder arrived earlier, they appeared to be in no mood to show any mercy tonight. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here are the starters for Charlotte. We've got Ball, Mark Williams out there with Miller, and it's Salon in at the four-man position. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Now here's Dort. Pass to Williams. Back to Holmgren. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Williams finds Holmgren. Back to Williams. Dort outside. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams' shot is good.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
On the wing. They get it back. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Z. The putback. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
He tries for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass.
Large stretch. Some interesting things going on in the East. You look at Charlotte. This season, absolute dream for them. They're
looking at the right time. They can really feel it. The big question is, can they keep this momentum moving forward?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Inside. And Ball gets it to go.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Hartenstein, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Pass to Salah. Here's Z. Dort defending. Miller left side. Here's Z. Takes the three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Banked it in off the glass. Hartenstein's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, he's going to work early on the offensive glass. He's so amped up.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Dort. Here's Williams. Dort outside. Fires the three. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Here's Z. Dort defending. Hey, puts up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Z's got 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own.
Boom.
Hornets foul. Number 00. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game.
Right now they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after.
Z's shot is good.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 29 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
The shot's good. He's got 11.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 10-point game. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Salon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Williams gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, BA, you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. They need this. The Hornets pull it in.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
He goes up again. Pass to Z. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 12. by Williams. To the middle. Here's Salon. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Line for two.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Charlotte.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
You know, another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
Nurkic has checked in for Charlotte. Miles Bridges comes in for Miller. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Caruso, the pass to Holmgren.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although...
Thunder trail by 13. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Dort in at small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title card.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA, playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
For Oklahoma City, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Holmgren finds Williams. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ball's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Salon. The shot from the low post is good. Salon, he's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Number 00.
Thunder trail by 14. To the inside. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Williams.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Pass to Salon. Ball outside. Here's Z. He shoots a 3. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Wallace misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Down low. Here's Williams. Pass to Salon from downtown. Knocks down the triple. Salon, he's got 11 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He came away with 34 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
No, you can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Z. Watched by Wallace. Pass to Williams. Here's Z. Hey, expanding his range. And Charlotte, another three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on ball. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference. And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Pass to Z. Back to ball. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Give him 8.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Hornets leading by 16. Here's Z, coming off a 34-point game against New York.
And he was so disruptive at the defensive end. 4 steals on the night. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 6 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
First personal foul.
And with the playoffs around the bend, here are the Western standings. You look at the Thunder. If the playoffs started today, they'd go in as the 7th seed.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they're just not where they thought they'd be as a ball club. Now, after the success they had last season, they were counting on having even a better year.
And you know what? Even though the season hasn't been a complete disaster, they're pretty dysfunctional as a team right now.
On the take. And he gets that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Miller against Dort. Miller, the pass to ball. 3-pointer. The Thunder pull it in. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative. And he's got a flash and a flair to his game. But he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash. But he's a fun guy to watch hoop. That's for sure.
Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams misses. Charlotte leading by 18.
Timeout, timeout.
Charlotte calls timeout. Wiggins, he's checked in for Wallace. Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte. Let's take a look at the numbers for him. A 3 from the inbound. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 18. Wiggins left side. Pass to Dort. Up and over Smith. Dort's shot is good. Dort's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Oh, he tries a 3. Z's shot is good.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
And the Hornets making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, Yusuf Nurkic. Miles Bridges.
Charlotte on D. Outside, Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Bridges.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Knocks it down from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And he gets it to go. Holmgren's got 8.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Yep, that one goes.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Smith against Dort. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
For the Thunder, Joe comes in for Dort. And so it's Charlotte feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back to the game after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Thunder trail by 18. On the court for the Hornets. They've got Brandon Miller. Williams is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Z in at the point guard position.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Here's Z. Sinks the tray. Z's got 31.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Now here's Holmgren. Not a lot of room. Williams misses. Hornets leading by 19. To the middle. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Williams passes to Holmgren, and down it goes. 2 points. Holmgren's got 10.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The Thunder have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. To the inside, Williams. Deflected.
I mean, he just continued to work for the block. Miller not letting up an ounce of effort.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. First 2.
These are his first free throws of the game.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Miller hits them both. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
First 2 foul.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. The Hornets pull it in. Salon, he's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass the ball. Here's Z. Dort defending. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And the Thunder call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Hornets.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Hartenstein, no good. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Salon. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Looking to get back on track. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Z. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Charlotte, another 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Dort against ball. He shoots it. And too long on the shot. For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And here are the Thunder now. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Going inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. They get back on track. And he lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Williams passes to Z. Let's go with a 3. And Charlotte, another 3.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Hey, from beyond the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And it's Dort with the ball for the Thunder. And another shot. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 11. Here's Z. He has 45 points. There's Ball with a three. Second chance shot. Williams' shot is good.
Just owning the offensive glass right now. Just refusing to let up.
I love his ability to carry his team for long stretches in games. And we're right now in one of those stretches. He's been doing this for a couple of games in a row now, so he's rolling.
To the paint. Here's Miller. And the shot goes. He has 6. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Z shot is good.
Wow. What can you say?
And for the Thunder, they're shooting just about 33% since this second half started. From outside the arc, the offensive rebound. Hey, puts up a three. Takes a three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Pass to Wallace. Outside, Williams. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Salon, he's got rebound number 8 now.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Wallace's shot is good.
His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Williams. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Wallace, right side. Williams grabs the board. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
He drops it from range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the quarter. Ball passes to Z. He tries for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
3 points.
Ball's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's Oklahoma City now. Over to the wing. The 3 is up. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Here's Z. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Hounded by Ball. Dort, the pass to Williams. Back to Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries to break his ice. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon, he's got 9 rebounds now.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his...
Substitution on the court.
gets it up. No good on the buzzer beater.
the end of
And
the
so
third
it's the
quarter.
Charlotte Hornets with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for the Hornets, they're shooting about 56% in this one. They've got Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Pass to Mitchell. Count it.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Charlotte. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. And again for 3.
He just continues to rain it on them from downtown.
Hey, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a single game. Caruso, the pass to Williams. And here's Joe. Rebounded by Nurkic.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Z. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Bridges outside. Here's Z, covered by Joe. Here's Z. That 3's off the mark. And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Mitchell. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Caruso with it. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, from deep. The shot by Z, no good.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
And it's good. 2 points.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Smith passes to Z. From the arc. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Williams. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Graham?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Smith passes to Z. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Here's Joe. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Puts up a 3. Connects again from distance.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Outside Mitchell. Knocked loose. Pass to Williams. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Z. Williams grabs the board.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Pass to Joe. Hey, Graham, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Second personal foul.
Peyton's checked in for Charlotte.
And even
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Jalen. Welcome to NBA 2K TV. Do you play NBA 2K25 a lot? Maybe often?
I do, for the most part. I know my friend group does, so throughout the house, there's a lot of controller throws and yelling and stuff like that.
You want to shout any players that you play with out? Like maybe a group that you run with? Anybody?
Can I shout out like a gamer tag?
Tags,
Mr.
anything.
Air Jordan 27. Yeah.
Okay, camera point over there.
Yeah. He's good if you want to run with him. Also, another notable good player, Jay Will on my team, the other Jay.
What about your brother?
Oh, he's horrible. I would never shout him out.
Yeah, Cody's horrible at NBA 2K.
Cody's not good at 2K, yeah. But first-person shooter games, he's good. But 2K, that's not his thing.
Okay, and when you make your My Player, what's your build?
I try and do like I think it's like a 3-level, 3-way scorer, defender, or whatever. But I try and like make it myself. So I put like all the stuff that I think I'm good at on there. So it always gives me something different.
Which is?
Like, it's usually something 3-way. It's usually 3-level something.
Okay. Because a lot of players, they either want themselves or completely opposite. So.
Nah, I think I'm pretty awesome. I'm gonna be trying to make myself. But every time I try and like adjust it a little bit, it'll change it. So usually I try and go for like a 3-level score and that.
A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Z. He's out there with Ball. Mark Williams is out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Salon in at the power forward position. And for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Porzingis in at center. Well, we should be in for a good one here, Richard. This game has all the makings of a shootout.
Yeah, these are two high-powered offenses. I feel for all the defenders in this one because they're going to have their hands full.
Now here's White. Out to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. That 3 off the mark. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Orlando. Trying his luck from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. The pass to Porzingis. Over Miller. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Z. White covering. Here's Z. And he's good on the 3-ball. Z's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for Charlotte. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pritchard passes to Brown. Tatum with it. He had 31 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out to Miller. Shoots over Brown. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now here's Brown, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. White the pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Brown.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Tatum, no good. Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Salon. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Charlotte. They lead by 4. And it's Ball in the corner. Here's Z. He's got 6. Shoots it. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Whether it's playing the facilitator or scoring role, Ball is an all-star caliber guard.
Tatum looking around. White finds Brown. Fades away. And yes, it's good.
And each year it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Pass to Z. Tries a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Z's got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
To the paint, here's White. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Timeout called, the Celtics. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Now, here's Brown. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game, so many offensive skills in his toolkit. Here's White. 8-point game.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
And he gets the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Left side, Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Inside. Yep, that one goes. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Brown the pass to Tatum. And another miss by Boston.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Pass to Z. From deep. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now, here's Tatum. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And both free throws good for White.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Charlotte leading by 11. Ball, the pass to Z. Puts up a three. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. White. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks
for Charlotte.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Charlotte.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Pritchard. Now here's Brown. On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Ball. Holiday gets the bucket.
Longer than your average guard. Drew can more than handle himself down low.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is... in order, and you can never be too content.
Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Miles Bridges is checked in for the Hornets. Here's Ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. From past the arc. A rebound by the Celtics.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Tatum against Bridges from outside the arc. A new 14 for Boston. And here is Tatum. Clock at 6. And it's White missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shots good by Miller.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Now Brown. Into the lane. Drops in the layup for 2. Brown's got 6.
Quick down the lane. Brown flying by defenders.
Here's C. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Brown against Miller. And it's Brown missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 13-point game. Z can't get it to go. Austin's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Tatum. Bridges with some nice defense.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The Celtics shooting 42% to begin this game. They get it back. Tatum off on the layup.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Round the pass to Tatum. Bridges with the board. That's game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Hornets leading by 13. From beyond the arc. Z can't get it to go. And Boston has possession. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Tatum. Nice work on the board. Staying off with the basket. He's got 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And your Celtics youth dance team.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for Charlotte. Tatum. The Hornets shooting well, 50% from the floor. They've got Torrey Craig. He's out there with Porzingis, and it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. There's the steal. Here's Mann, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
Celtics trail by 12. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've seen Z really having a great game.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
Fans, time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for LaMelo Ball. The past month has been surreal, averaging about 18 points per, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
6 on the shot clock. Tatum's shot is off. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Z. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here are the Celtics with the ball. On the wing, Holiday. And there's a whistle that goes on Z. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul to give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Derek White's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Pritchard. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wish I played with more guys like him.
And it's the Hornets ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Z. Williams. It's good on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 17.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now here's White. Defense is right there. Craig kicks to Tatum. Outside, White. Outside, Porzingis. Busted. No good that time either. Charlotte leading by 17. Lets it go with a three. Here's Williams. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ball with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Z. Buries it from three-point range. Z's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Green against Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. 6 feet out. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Inside, Porzingis can pretty much take what he wants. He's just too tall.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And here's Porzingis following the 3 from Z. Here's Craig. That shot off, and it's the Hornets' ball. They're on a 19-4 run. Puts up a 3. Sticks another. 3 more from Z. Z's got 35 in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Williams gets the bucket.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
The pass to White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Mark Williams. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Derek White.
And both free throws good for White. Charlotte in total control. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Z, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Z, good.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Now here's Tatum. He has 6. White goes in. Here's Craig. Hits it from three-point range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
It's good from long range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Toronto got the job done. Dropped in 36 points in his path.
And again.
Up and up he goes as he continues this sensational season. Now closing in on 2nd place in scoring.
And GA, with the way he has manhandled defenses all year long, you have to think he'll make a good run for it.
And to even come near Wilt's mark of 3,586 points from back in 63 speaks volumes for the season he's had.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Ball. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Tries a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And White, the bucket on the assist by Porzingis. And that's 15 points for Derek White. beyond the arc. Rebounded by Tatum. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. White, good. White's got 8 here in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
And the Hornets call time here.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And let's see this.
So it's Charlotte holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And your Celtics Youth Dance Team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Z.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Mark Williams. Z out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Salon in at the 4 slot. Passes to Tatum. Upside Brown. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Z. Here's Williams. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Williams has got 9 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Brown outside. Pass to White. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Porzingis. Sinks the triple. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
Porzingis breaking tendencies with that catch and shoot.
Here's Z. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Brown outside. Right around a minute and a half.
Oh, yes! Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Z. Hornets keep it alive. Shoots a 3. Here's Williams. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Brown against Miller. Pulls it from the elbow. Good D by Miller.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's Z. Another bucket. Wow.
And fellas, he is now second all-time for points in a season.
Truly a season for the ages. Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Brown. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
Brown's coach once told him you have to want the rebound, and he has certainly stepped up his effort on the glass over the last few years.
Z, good.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The 2K leaderboard shows us who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Z, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Z, and it's the Hornets another three.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Here's Z. No good on the three. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. There's the pass to Pritchard. It's White on the wing. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The three ball. Kept alive. Passes it to Z. Trying his luck from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Williams.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away.
And again for three.
Hey guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. White inside. He's covered by Ball. And it's White missing. For Charlotte, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. The offensive rebound, and it's sent back by White.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
Personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Charlotte.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Ball, the pass to Z. From the arc. Good! Another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Shoots a fader. Williams with the block. Pass the ball. Here's Z. No good from outside. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Williams. 16 feet away. That misses off the backboard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Z connects again from distance.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Boston shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Oh, trying for it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Z. And again for three.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Pritchard passes to Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 27.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Pass to Z. Three-pointer on the way. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 8 now on the night. White, good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, maybe a break and play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
He simply can't.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Holiday, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The height of Porzingis gives him an edge on that offensive glass, and he uses it.
Here's Z. And it's off from three-point range. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Brown with the bucket.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Z. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Boston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And he gets it to go.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
Z connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And the pass to Brown. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Passes it to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And they'll get another chance.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the...
And good! He hits it again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Z's got 9 points for the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Pritchard. Will it go? The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Here's Z. And the 3 off target. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown kicks to Holiday. Porzingis, that's a 2. Rebound by Smith.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Z can't get it to go. The Celtics shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Yes, that goes in. Brown's got 11 in the second half.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown, is at it again.
Good, another from three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hornets have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. For the three, Z can't get it to go. The Celtics shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Pritchard. Off target from outside. Hornets shooting 40% in the fourth. Pass to Z. From deep. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Three-pointer. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
And Holiday kicks to Brown. Holiday against Smith. Three-pointer. Outside Tatum. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Z, guarded by Holiday. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
To the middle. Here's Pritchard. No good with the layup. Here's Charlotte now. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Z from outside off the mark. Smith against Tatum. Over Smith. Tatum, that's good.
And Tatum has a number of shots to choose from down low. This makes him a tough cover.
Here's Z. They get the rebound and finished off by Nurkic.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Holiday. Tatum against Williams. And the basket by Tatum.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Here's Z. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Tatum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Tatum draws the double. Now the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser, guarded by Green. Tatum on the wing. Boston again missing.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And for the Celtics, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Tatum's got 8 here in the quarter.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Here's Z. And got it. Another basket.
Kevin, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone, let everybody know something special has happened here tonight. And even in hostile territory, the fans have to respect what he's done here tonight.
You know, Greg, he's filling it up and giving them their money's worth with his terrific performance.
I'm trying to comprehend what he's doing here this year. His ability to read the defense and get his shot off is nothing short of amazing.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Z.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Here's Z. No good on the triple. The Celtics shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Down low, here's Brown. Makes it off the glass. 34 points for Jaylen Brown.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
On the wing, Green. He tries for three, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from Z.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Out of bounds, Charlotte ball.
Here's Man. Here's Z. And it's off from three-point range. Brown with it. And with the rebound. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Sam Hauser at the line for two shots.
Both good from the line that time. Hornets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Z. And again for three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Passes it to Craig. Back to Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Holiday looking for an opening. And Brown throws it down hard.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders. And on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Z.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
The three, and it's the Hornets another three.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Hauser the pass to Craig. Now here is Holiday, defended by Man. Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, I love how committed Holiday is. Even with the contact, he finds a way to capitalize.
Here's Z. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Holiday. Kick out to Brown. That 3 off the mark. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long.
Is there a moment when you're playing 2K where you think, man, this is why I play the game?
Seeing myself for the first time, that always sticks out. So anytime I see myself in the game, and now that my little brother's in the game too, I think that usually kind of makes it a little more real.
And now you're an NBA All-Star, so your NBA All-Star self is going to be in the game too.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be in there with the jersey. Hopefully that boosts my rating a little bit. That's what I'm waiting on. I just need a little +2. I'm an 88.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a shot from a little earlier as the Hornets get off the team bus looking very focused. They want to leave town with something to show for their efforts. Good to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got Miller. LaMelo Ball is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Z in at the point. And for the Celtics, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Last regular season game for both teams, Stan. Pretty high stakes here.
Yeah, it's as close to a playoff game as you can have in the regular season. Expect a great atmosphere here tonight. Both teams have a lot to play for.
Now here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Salon. Here's Charlotte now, coming into this, having not to win against Boston in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Here's Z. Counted from distance.
Number 00. For 3.
About a minute into this first quarter. And the Celtics call time here. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And it seemed that not a lot went right for them. Plenty of standing around on the offensive end, and their D couldn't make up for it.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game on both ends of the floor. The coach is going to have some choice words for them after that one.
Now here's Tatum. 17 points for him last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Well, there's no question that Tatum is one of the best scorers in the game today. And because he was so good at such a young age, it's easy to forget how young he still is.
Now here's Holiday. 8 points in his last time out. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, at 6'4", Holiday is a bigger guard, and that really helps him in the paint.
Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. Holiday passes to Tatum. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
He tries for 3. He buries it from 3. Z's got 9 points.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Tatum from long range. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
They grab their own miss. And Williams punches it home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Z. He played a great game against Boston. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 12.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Tatum with it. Inside, Brown. The kick out to White. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Driving inside. Miller pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 10. Beyond the arc. Tatum pulls it in. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Off the mark there with a 3. Boston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Charlotte has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Shot is up. Z's shot is good. Z's got 14 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Outside White. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Well, I like how White has upgraded his ball handling over the years. A big part of his growth.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Holiday. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
He shoots a 3. Boston pulls it in. And here's Tatum. And on offense, he's been a force, scoring over 30 a game.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Sends it home from three-point land. Z's got 20 points.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Tatum. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Z. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Celtics trail by 11. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And that one drops. White's got 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Z. Three-pointer, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
White on the wing. There's Tatum with the 3. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Here's Z. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Holiday looking for an opening. Williams against Tatum. And no good. Some solid defense from Williams. The 3 is up. Z's shot is good. Z's got 26 points.
12 straight points off 3s. This defense is not extending very well.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Pass to White. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Payton comes in for LaMelo Ball. Here's Hauser. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And, of course, you want big men who shoot at a high percentage. Here are the leaders in that category since the All-Star break. Mark Williams, number 1.
He just looks in control and confident on the offensive end, not rushing anything, and as a result, he's shooting a high percentage from the field. Wow, 5 consecutive 3s. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Tatum passes to Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. 4-3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hey, from beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Wide open look. Here's White. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Z. That's 29 for him. Sinks it from distance. Z's got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
They get it again. Chalk up 2 there. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
And Boston calls time here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Nurkic is checked in for Williams. Here's Pritchard trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Charlotte. White, the pass to Pritchard. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Payton. Charlotte leading by 13. Here's Z. Misses the three. Boston has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. White can't hit. And for the Hornets, their shooting has been impressive. 54% so far in the first. Drops in the three. Z's got 35 in the game.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And a chance now to check out the scoring distribution between the front court and backcourt players tonight for Charlotte.
And their backcourt guys have lit it up on offense. Coach gave his guards a lot of freedom to go play their way, and it's paying off.
Here's Z. Good! Another from three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Outside White, looking to end the run. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game. Here's Pritchard. White on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Back to White. Lets the three fly. Hornets with the rebound. Hey, expanding his range. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. A minute 4 left in the first quarter of the game. White, the pass to Hauser. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Cornette. And Nurkic with the block.
Showing off the timing and awareness defensively. Better think twice before challenging Nurkic. It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
Hornets foul. Number 00.
Caters checked in for Tatum. Green's checked in for Charlotte.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Payton. Outside White. Fires for 3. The shot off that time. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 20-7 run. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocks down the long J.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Lets a floater go, and he lays it in. White's got 15 points.
What a graceful shot by White, showing he's got that floater in his arsenal.
Here's Z. Off target from outside. And so it's Charlotte ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got Yusuf Nurkic. Ball is out there with Green. And it's Salon in at the 4 spot. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Celtics put on a show. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Substitution
Substitution here for Boston. Cornette checked in for Queta. Jason Tatum comes in for Porzingis. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Boston has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Free throw line jumper. Brown, that's good. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Z shot is good.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And here's Brown for 3. Miller pulls it in.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Z. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Cornette. No points so far. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Z. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. On the wing, Tatum. He's guarded by Bridges. Oh, they get a hand on it. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Z. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half. The Hornets shooting 59% in this quarter. Terrific. Here's Z. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
He's dropping the 3 ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Bridges.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
The shot by Z, no good. The Celtics shooting 46%. Pretty good mark here in the second quarter. Tatum, shot is good.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Payton passes to Z. Oh, he tries a 3. Hauser grabs the board. Hauser's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Payton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Payton. Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Boston making a switch here. White's checked in.
At the line for 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Here's Z. Charlotte, no good that time either. Tatum against Bridges. Tatum passes to White. Tatum against Bridges. Clock at 6. Tatum can't hit. It's been all Hornets. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Z. Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most 3s in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the 3s keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. White can't hit.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Lets it go. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you got to have some real nerves to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. More 2K action in just a moment. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. The Hornets shooting 56% today. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. On the wing, Holiday. Williams defending. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
Superb concentration by Porzingis. Good at staying under control.
Connects again from distance.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. White, good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Z. Williams. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Miller against Brown. Pass to Porzingis. From 8 feet away. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Z. Second shot opportunity, and it's Williams with the bucket inside. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The 3 ball. Offensive rebound.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they'll keep possession.
Using smarts instead of just strength. Porzingis uses the feint before attack.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Man, there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes.
And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for 2nd for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. And it's Brown off the drive. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Miller. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. The shot by Z, no good. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Holiday from long range, and the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Z. Hey, puts up a 3. With the putback, it's good on the putback. Williams has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Timed that tip perfectly.
To the inside. Porzingis misses. For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Here's Z. Tries again. Goes up again. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Z. From deep. Good! Another from three.
And with that make, he stands alone with the second most triples in a game.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes. Tatum passes to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Nurkic. For three, Smith. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And there's the drive. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Tatum's got 22 points.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
On target from range.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
The steal. Oh, from deep. Again. What an avalanche.
That score moving him clear into third, all time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished. Now here's White. He's closely guarded. Good on the bucket. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Z. And it's all from three-point range. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Pass to Tatum. The shot won't fall. Charlotte is shooting 47% during this third quarter. Here's Z. Connects from downtown.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Tatum passes to Queta.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball. Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Pritchard, no good. Well, the Hornets shooting around 53%, a nice number. A deep three. Good! That's another bucket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Z. Offline with a three. And for the Celtics, they're shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. Here's White. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Z. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. No good on the triple. The Celtics shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. White, the pass to Cornette. Now here's Tatum. No good, a bit long that time. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Charlotte on top, running away with this one. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. Grant Williams out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Trey Mann. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Z in at the two-guard spot.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
And it's good. He hits another one. That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Outside Holiday. Pass to White. Here's the three. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Here's Man. Here's Z. Three-pointer off the mark. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it. Brown, he's checked in for White.
Jaylen Brown.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Z. Off target with the three. So it's Boston now. Brown with it, and it's Man picking him up. Here's Brown. Plenty of space. Plenty of room that knocked down that one.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Z. Hey, puts up a three. And again for three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And here's Brown for three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The three. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Craig. Now here's Holiday. He's guarded by Man. Here's Brown. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Z, defended by Brown. Kept alive by Charlotte. And Nurkic throws it down.
And on the glass, Nurkic makes it look easy, using his reach to snatch the ball and get a shot of his own.
Looking to get back on track. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Tillman's checked in for Cornette.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Holiday. Craig against Williams. Shot clock at 5. Holiday passes to Craig. And the layup is good off the glass. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Here's Z. No good with the triple. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. And Brown with the stuff.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
The putback. Here's Nurkic. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Here's Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got 12 points in just the second half.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
He got it again. Sensational.
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for second all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game. The defense throws everything at him, but he still scores. Now here's Holiday. He's guarded by Man. Nurkic against Craig.
Just a capable defender. For Nurkic, it's about being in position and using his length to contest shots.
Gets the 3 to fall.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
The shot by Z, no good. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
Here's Z. And got it. Another basket.
He is He's ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into second place for most points in a game. Brown passes to Tillman. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And Holiday powers it home.
Well, when Holiday is affecting the game on the offensive end, it's a real lift for his team.
Here's Z. Boston with a rebound. Hauser's got 5 rebounds in the game. Poked loose. Here's Z. He shoots a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Craig's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Holiday. Tight defense on him. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer. Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
The Celtics making a switch here. Kate checked in. Here's Z. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Holiday. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's Z. Takes the 3. And Craig pulls it down. Craig's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the jam by Brown.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nurkic. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Here's Holiday. The rebound by Mann. The Hornets shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. He tries for 3. Good. He hits again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Holiday passes to Queta. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white. But you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
And they pick up 2. Brown's got 26 points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Z. Nails it from 3.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it. So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Miles Bridges connects again from distance.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing. Outside Holiday. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Pass to Z. Fires from deep. And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, a break in play.
This crowd can do nothing but watch in awe. He has been spectacular.
Well, his three-point shooting has been incredible tonight. And it feels like there's nothing that the defense can do to slow him down.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together. We'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. Queta, pass to Pritchard. The kick out to White. 5 to shoot. Fires it. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic just got his 16th rebound on the night.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run.
Out of bounds, Boston ball.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Pritchard, pass to Craig. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year, because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting, something to consider for sure. First free throw is good.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game. Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Craig into the lane. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Z.
And how about his defense in this one? He was just wreaking havoc and racking up the steals. Really tremendous effort on that end.
The shot by Z, no good. Boston on offense. Back to Pritchard. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's White. They get it back. Here's Queta. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. The shot by Z, no good. Here's Pritchard. Knocked away. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.
you